Hello friends, today I'm gonna do an unboxing and installation video of a duo tank filtration system. So as you can see in the video, this is the box which has the housings and the filtration system. The box height is about 2.5 feet. Okay, these can be purchased online, and as we have already given you the link from where these can be purchased. I'll open the box and do an installation video for you right now. The box weight is about 21 kgs and it's about 2 feet in height, 1 feet in breadth. So the box has 3 housings inside, or 3 boxes. Box number 1, box number 2 and box number 3. I'll unbox these housings for you. The 3 boxes that you get in the filter. The primary part is the plate. This is the top plate. The top plate has filter 1 and filter 2 mentioned. It has a pressure release valve, and a place to put in the pressure gauge. Pressure release valve is right now of no use. If you don't have a bigger motor, of no use for you. That's the filter 1. The filter 1 is a sediment bag filter. So the parts include a top cap. This goes inside the filter 1 cap. This goes there. It has a black washer. So this washer, it makes sure that no water is leaked or seeped, the water which is coming inside. So that's part of the sediment bag filter. Inside there is a bag, and the bag has some parts. I'll show you the parts. It has, this product is a standard 1.5 inches inlet outlet. So it has a standard 1.5 inch MTA connector, male thread connector, 2 pieces. This has a O-ring. The O-ring is used for leakage prevention. I'll show you how to fit it. This has 2 wall screws or fasteners, anti-scaling balls, and also has one pressure gauge. So all these materials are shipped inside the filter bag. So I'll show you once again. 2 empties, 1.5 inches or 1 inches, whatever order you make. Pressure gauge, anti-scaling balls, and wall screws or fasteners. 2 wall screws are there. So the pressure gauge, it comes on the filter 1 of the plate. Anti-scaling balls will go inside the bag, and empty connectors are the end connectors. So these are screwed here. So the installation today I'll be doing on a 1.5 inches line. So in case the line size is less than that, you can use reducers. And if you've ordered like 1.5 inches and you have 1 inch line or 0.75 inch line, you can use the reducers. Also, these empty connectors that we ship are UPVC. So in case you have CPVC or GI iron pipes, you can buy the fittings accordingly. All these fittings are easily available at all hardware stores. The third part of the setup is a second filter 2 housing. Filter 2 housing, you can see this is a hardness removal carbon block filter. It has a filter inside. This is a carbon block filter. It is shipped with some bubble wrap so that it does not get damaged in transit. Filter housing also has a red color O-ring. I'll show you how to put the ring when we proceed with installation. That's the carbon block filter. When you open the block filter, if you see some carbon granules, it's not that the filter has broken or something. These granules might come out. It's okay for that. It's okay for installation. So as part of the filter 2, what you get is one housing, an O-ring, and the carbon block filter. Okay. So when we do the installation, we have to remove the poly bag and just put the filter inside, and our filter is ready for use. To do the installation, I'll show you the comprehensive package as you get, as I said first. This is the top plate. The top plate has a red button with a pressure release valve. This is for filter 2. For filter 1, this is the filter 1. It has mentioned filter 1. This is a sediment bag filter. This has a casing for the bag. There is a small black color ring. The small black color ring for the casing. This has to be put at the bottom. The casing sits on that black ring. So I'll put it for you. Yeah. Then there is the O-ring. O-ring should be present in both the filters. Some of our models, our newer models are coming with a dual O-rings of bag filter and big blue filter. So for dual O-ring, I'll show you in some reference video how to put the double O-ring. So O-ring, what you need to do is, there's a top. At the top there is a groove. So you have to put this O-ring in the groove. It should not be up down from anywhere. It should be sitting perfectly, otherwise it will leak. So this way we have to set the O-ring. Filter 1 and filter 2. Filter 2, it has an O-ring, a blue housing, and a C2 filter. This is also part of the sediment filter or the bag filter. There are anti-scaling balls. When we are getting ready for installation, we have to put these anti-scaling balls inside the bag. The bag, it goes in the housing like this. This is how bag goes. Now we open the anti-scaling balls and we put all these balls inside the sediment bag. Now we place this cap here. Before that, we start with the installation. For installation, what we need is, we need a drill machine to put the wall screws and a pen. The first thing to do in the installation is install this plate. The product is installed as per company specification. It can be installed anywhere there is a water flow, but company specifies the best place to install this product is after your motor and before the water enters into the tank. So if you install it before the tank, your tank always remains clean. The load is taken, the mud load is taken by the filter or any kind of hardness that does not reach your tank. The filter installation, before you get the filter installed, we recommend to get your tank clean, because you would not be able to see any difference in water if you have not got your tank clean. To begin with the installation process, what we do is, I would like to show you that this is the pipe that we have referenced. The pipe as a reference, it is coming from the motor and going towards the tank. So what we do is, we take this pipe, we cut this pipe. Okay, now it's just a pipe which is coming from the motor, and before the tank we'll put our setup. So to do the drill, whenever we wish to install this product, we do the marking on the plate. I have used this wooden just to get a good background. You can do this on the wall or wherever you wish to. Now I'll use a drill, a standard drill. After we do the drill, most of my customers have been asking on how to put these fasteners in. So I'll demonstrate how to put a fastener. So there are two fastener sets that are included in the package. for the two places in the bracket. A single set has 4 things. This is a wall jack, this is a nail, washer and one nut. So these 4 things make up a fastener. I have already installed one fastener as it takes time. Second, I'll do in front of you right now. So what we need to do is, I've done a drill. Now I'll put the wall jack inside. That's gone inside. That's easy. Now what we do is, we put the plate, we put the nail inside, then the washer, and we screw it. So after we screw it, we hit the nail with a hammer. We make sure the screw is tight. That's how it's done. I'll do it just for the second one also. We've already hit that with a hammer, so I'll just put the screw. Now the filter plate has been hanged. Now what we do is, we take the filter one casing. Okay, what all is there and what all sits inside I've already shown you. We'll make sure that this O-ring, this is a leakage prevention ring. It has to be there in its place. So there's a top mold. We put the ring inside the mold. Make sure the ring is not up from anywhere. Look, it's sitting properly. Now there's one cap. We put this cap here and we screw this. So this filter one, you see that up to the last thread, it has gone inside. Now we provide wrench or spanners. So we use the spanner to tighten the housing. Just make sure the housing is tight enough to withstand the water pressure. Okay. Now for the second housing, what we do is, we remove this polythene from the housing. So this is a two-side filter. It has a ring at the top and at the bottom. It does not matter from where you are putting it. There's a cloth inside. This is just to keep the product safe in transit. So we put the housing inside the, we put this filter inside the housing. So there's a center groove. We have to make sure that the filter sits in the center groove. There's a groove at the bottom center that goes inside this hole. So we have to make sure it is sitting properly. There would be some difference in height when you put this housing if it is sitting properly. So that's how to look at it. Now we screw in this housing. We have to make sure the ring is in place as we did for the filter one. So just have a look. The ring is sitting in its proper place. Now I'll screw this housing. It has been fitted properly. Now this is a pressure gauge. You have to put the Teflon tape on the pressure gauge. So just ask your plumber to put the Teflon tape. I think in most of the cases the installations are done by plumbers. Just ask your plumber before he installs any thread, he puts the Teflon tape in there. pressure gauge goes in here. There's a spot for the pressure gauge. I forgot to mention before, the spanners are included in the package itself, so you can find them in the housings, in the housing boxes. Now we put these empty connectors. We have this UPVC, you might have UPVC, CPVC or brass connectors. After we are done with this installation, when we have installed the filter 1 on filter 1 and filter 2 on filter 2, we connect the pipe as I told you before, which is coming from the motor, or you might be installing it after the tank also, wherever it is possible. So you can ask the plumber to use a lot of Teflon tapes. Teflon tapes is a sealant, so that will reduce any kind of leakage. We put these male thread connectors, empty connectors. And then we connect the pipe that we have. It's just connected. Your plumber would require a solvent to connect. I'm just doing it for the reference purpose. So like this, the pipe is connected and your filter is ready for use. It's connected on the left and the right side. So this is the inlet water and this is the outlet water. We also need to create a bypass line for cleaning. So these are some reference images that show you on how to create a bypass line. So this is a diagram also, wherein you need to put in one gate wall here, one gate wall on the bypass and one gate wall on the right side on the outlet. So what happens is, why we need a bypass is just in case the time to service, you need to stop the supply of water to this filter, but is coming. Damaged during installation or anything, just put M-Seal over there and use the product. In case you are facing leakage over here from these two places, what you need to do is you have to make sure the housings are properly screwed up to the top, up to the last screw they should be screwed up, and in case the leakage is not stopping, then you have to put the Teflon tape on the top thread of this housing, on the blue housing. So that's how we do the installation of Duo tank filtration system. If you have any further queries, you can contact us, put in your questions in the comment section and we'll get back to you. Thank you.